It doesn't matter what type of disaster strikes. Flood, earthquake, avalanche, heat wave. They all have one thing in common. They have the potential to impact a community severely, to take a society and expose all its vulnerabilities. That's why community disaster resilience is so important. And we're not just talking about a cliché on the news, about a community bouncing back. It's about having the resources and capacities and fostering the learning and actions which come together in a framework, one that ensures real resilience and real protection. Let me explain. A disaster is a devastating event, but communities can and do recover. But they can't recover by simply turning the clock back. Didn't you learn anything? To recover, to be resilient, a community needs to learn. It needs to adapt, and it needs to understand the risks it faces. It needs institutions as well. Institutions that channel the community's resources and capacities so that resilience is built fairly. These institutions form three strands: civil protection, community involvement, and social protection. Pulling these strands together will reduce vulnerability and lead to real and lasting community resilience. Let's look at the three strands in more detail. What do we mean by civil protection? Two things: the present and the future. In the present, the immediate aftermath, it's about the emergency response. For the future, it's about learning from the experience, about putting effective warning systems in place, about everyone learning and adapting, making sure that what didn't destroy us makes us stronger. Secondly, community involvement. Today, government can't afford to do everything. So the skills, resources, networks and knowledge of the community are increasingly important. The community can help assess and manage its own risks. Recognize everyone's abilities. Make sure that resources are distributed fairly, so everyone has a part to play, from individual citizen to national government. Thirdly, and increasingly, social protection. Making sure that the basic services, the basic safety nets we all take for granted, are restored and renewed. An education system that allows everyone to achieve. An efficient, caring healthcare service. And that everyone has somewhere safe and secure to call home. Resources and capacities, social learning and effective actions brought together in the delivery of civil protection, community involvement and social protection. Together, they'll ensure that no matter how serious the threat, a community can recover and rebuild. That it won't just bounce back, it will bounce forward, stronger, wiser, more prepared and more resilient. A community that's learned, that's taken action, protected the vulnerable and made the most of its talents and resources. A truly resilient community.